Hey people, what's up? LoveExcelsAll on the spot. I'm just finishing up here. I was soldering this connector. I built myself a little patch cable. Let me put this thing together and wrap up. But I thought it was a good time to talk to you about electronics and building things. Don't be afraid to hop into DIY electronics. It can be fun and rewarding, but I've got this API rack here. You can see that. It's not start a fire. So I've got this API rack here. I actually built this from a kit. So this is a CPS preamp by DIY Recording. Great preamp. It's essentially a SSL, from the modern SSL consoles. It's that kind of design. And it also has the addition of this little color module thing here. And it's hard for me to do this upside down. But essentially, you can add a color module, which gives you different things depending on what you want. Like, for instance, I have in this bag here, I have a couple of modules that I built. One of them, you can see it with the red things. This is a high pass or a low pass filter. And you can kind of plug this right into the preamp and have yourself either a low cut or a high cut filter. I guess that's upside down, but essentially that's a filter by the same company. And I'm doing a horrible job of showing it to you, but that is a color module. So it has like these little feet here on the other end, where you can kind of plug it in and mount it to your module. So in just a second, I'm gonna pull this out and show you the color module inside. But this one is a Steezer, which is essentially a CMOS based distortion. And so right now it's at its minimum, but if I crank it, you'll hear that we get some nice fuzz and stuff like that. And of course, this is extreme and we don't really need this on voice, but it does add a nice little, how can I say, vintage feel to vocals. But you might even try this on, say, guitar or keyboard synthesizers, and and get into a lot of interesting colors and textures. Okay, so yeah, this is the module. We're just gonna pop it out of the API rack. Comes out, slides out very easily, and as you can see, there's the color module, that I guess purplish thing, and I'm gonna remove it from the board. It pops right off. Just requires a little bit of effort, but it's not too hard. And it pulls right off. And you can see that little white area on the board. That's where it plugs in. And I'm going to show you the feet. And you can see the feet slide right in there. And it just has these four things in the corner that kind of hold the module firmly in place. And it's as easy as that. Pop it right back in. Voila. So yeah, and just as easily, the fingers slide right back into the API rack. You just have to line it up. But yeah, API. This is a lunchbox. It holds 6 modules and powers them. So let me try to slide this thing back in and just line it up. They're just 2 screws that hold it in place. onto the other one. But yeah, that's it. And now it's back in, and I can power the unit back on, and you know. So as simple as that, we can swap in other modules like this filter I showed you. And this is easily modified by swapping this into a different pin. Something as simple as that changes the frequency that you select. And again, this does high cut or low cut, or high pass, low pass. And it sounds really good. It's a very clear, open filter. It's just kind of transparent, but it does the job. So there you go. But essentially what I wanted to do here, or what I've been doing today, is I just basically wanted to be able to patch, you know, from, say, I don't know, really I'm gonna go from my filter into my compressor, but you can see, like, it's nice and neat. I don't need like a long mic cable. And like I said, I didn't want to wait a few days to just get something when I can do this. So yeah, I think we should do some cool stuff, like a group buy a preamp or a mic, or, you know, a compressor or EQ or something like that. And I'll build it and send it to the first person on the list. And then next person on the list send this to the next person, and so on and so forth, until it works its way around the circle. And, you know, after it makes its way back to me, maybe I'll just give it away. Yeah, sounds like an idea. Let me know in the comments if that's something you want to try out. I'm definitely with it. We'll figure out the math and get it done. You know, but for now, that's it. That's really all I wanted to do, is show you what I was working on. I'm gonna get back to work. Again, LoveExcelsAll, you know what it is. Every single time, peace and love. Hit that subscribe button, like, you know, do what you do. Peace and love.